Today I'm going to share how to make twine balls 6 different ways. These are so quick and easy to make, so let's get crafting on the first one. I picked up my twine at Dollar Tree. I only went through about 1.5 of these for all my projects today, so you do get a lot for your $1. I had made some topiaries a while back, and these are basically really large scale versions of what our first twine ball will be. We're going to start with balloons. I blew these up fairly small and I tied them up. I got a bowl and filled it with clear Elmer's glue. I like this glue because it will dry clear and it's non-toxic. Since we'll be using our hands for this part, you may want to take off any jewelry and make sure you have all of your supplies ready before getting started. I'm getting the pieces of twine wet with glue and then sticking them to the balloon. I was asked to be co-host for the Twine It Up Challenge. Creations by Favi hosts this challenge every month, and a bunch of crafters will be joining in with all their twine creations. Make sure to check out Fanny's channel and the playlist to see all of the amazing twine crafts. I will put those links in the description box below. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, welcome to Artsy Cupcake. My name is Maria, and I love sharing crafts and home DIYs. My passion is creativity. I went and made a whole career out of it as a graphic designer because I love creativity that much. And I believe everyone is an artist in their own way, so I like to share ideas to help you find that creative part of your soul and express it in the form of crafts and DIYs. Please consider subscribing so you can be part of this uplifting and creative community here on Artsy Cupcake. Now, what happened is that smaller balloon deflated, and that is not what we wanted. So I tried another balloon and inflated this one a bit more, and I was happy to see that it stayed inflated. So I don't know if those orange balloons had holes in them or what, but at least the green one worked. Now, instead of cutting the twine into strips, on this one I wrapped the twine around the balloon, and then I smeared the glue right on top of the twine when it was in position. Both ways seemed to work well. I like to let these dry overnight so they will get really stiff. The balloon will stick to the dried twine, so the first thing to do is unstick everything. After loosening it as best you can, then the fun part is popping the balloon. There will be some glue left over, and I just use my finger or scissors or a knife to pull those big sheets of glue right off. And here's the smaller one where the balloon deflated before the glue had time to dry. You can see it doesn't have that nice round shape like the other one did. I think this is still salvageable though, and I can use it as filler in the vase, maybe put it at the bottom or something like that. Okay, now for twine ball number 2, and don't forget to stay tuned to the end because I will show a couple ideas on how to style these twine balls. For this one, you will need some pieces of thick floral wire, hot glue one end of twine to the end of the wire. Make sure it is nice and dry before you start wrapping the twine around the wire. I add a little glue every 10 twists or so just to make sure everything stays in place. Then when you get to the end, add another big dollop of glue to secure the other side. I repeated these steps for the other wires, and I did one with slightly thicker twine than the other two. This isn't necessary, but I wanted to mix it up just a little bit. Form these into circles and then glue together to create a little orb. This next one is super easy. We're going to make a cute little twine pair. You just need a light bulb and your twine. Start at the top of the bulb and create a loop. Keep looping all the way around the light bulb. Stop before you get to the very end and add a thicker piece of twine to the middle area with a dot of hot glue. Then finish wrapping the twine around and conceal that glue. I like to trim all my twine projects because there are always those little scraggly stray pieces that pop up when you're working with twine. So I'm just giving this pair a haircut right here. The method for the next one is really similar to how we created the pair, except we'll be using this foam ball that I found in the toy section at Dollar Tree. You will need 4 long pieces of twine cut to the same length. Tie a knot at one end. Place the end under something heavy to hold it in place while you work. I'm going to do a 4-strand braid because I like how flat that this lays when we're done. You take the 2 outer sides, cross them in the middle, and then take the 2 outer sides and cross them in the middle, and keep repeating this over and over again. hardest part is remembering to unravel the other end as you go along. The other end always gets knotted if you don't unravel it because it tries to braid on the opposite side as well. I started the wrapping in the middle on this one, and I just glued down the braid so it was nice and flat against that ball. You can see what a difference just the braid makes when you compare it to the regularly wrapped ball. Now, when you get to the end, just trim off that knot and glue down the ends. Then, when you get a new piece, just attach it as closely as you can to the other piece, and it should barely be noticeable where the ends meet. Now, this last one is the easiest of them all, and don't forget, after this one, I'm going to show you how to decorate with all these twine balls we made. There are a couple different things you can use as the base. Either one of those squishy toy balls that we used earlier, or you could go with a styrofoam ball. Or if you don't have either of those, just squish up some newspaper or regular copy paper like I'm using here, and form it into a round shape. Then you just wrap, wrap, wrap. Check in about halfway through that this is as round as you want it to be, and if it's not, just squish it until you're sure it's the shape you want. This is optional, but if you have some thicker twine, you could wrap a few pieces of that over top, but I decided to keep mine all the same width of twine. There are so many wonderful ways to use these decorative balls. You could place them in a bowl and use them as decoration that way. I like to stack books as decoration like this, which is on my entryway table. And then I have either these paper hydrangeas that I made or these twine balls on top of the books for added height. If you're looking for ways to dress up some bookshelves, these are perfect to fill in any empty spots on the bookshelf. And then on floating shelves like these, which are in my living room, this is just a beautiful place to display the twine balls because they add so much dimension and texture to the area. Don't forget to subscribe for more home decor ideas every week, and check out that playlist below for lots more ideas using twine. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a creative day. Bye!